Maratona de Sables is very tough, very tough.
If you're not prepared, this place punishes you in a really bad way.
It was so difficult. We started to walk rather than run, but we'll get there.
It's a little bit difficult, but I will do it.
It's a privilege. Few people have the chance to do this in a lifetime. You can't complain that it's hard. You can't complain that it's long. It's just beautiful. With 1,030 competitors on the starting line, the 28th Marathon of the Sands is more than ever the reference for extreme running. The reason for its success lies mainly on the passion that Patrick Boer, its creator, still has for the Moroccan desert and its spectacular landscapes that act as the backdrop to an extraordinary sporting event. Our aim is not to cover as many kilometers as possible. The point is not to go into places that are not very beautiful just to claim that our race is the longest. That would not make it interesting or difficult. We try to balance difficulty with aesthetics and the beauty of the location. We still manage to find new places. It seems incredible after 28 years of scouting in these areas, which we know perfectly well. What actually changes is the way we compile the sections of the course. The same goes for the runners. Some sign up year after year. The desert is inspiring and magical. That's all there is to it. This race gives immense pleasure, quite simply, and brings us back to the simplicity of human relations. This year, the main new feature of the MDS, as the Maratona de Sables or Marathon of the Sands is known, will be the 6th and final stage, run without ranking, in the dunes of Merzouga. Proceeds will go to the UNICEF. It's a way of directly supporting the promotion of the children's cause in Morocco, promoting children's rights in Morocco, looking at their follow-up, their development and their protection. Even though the Marathon of the Sands is open to everyone, it's still a major high-level event that all marathon lovers would love to win. Like one of the favorites, the Moroccan Mohamed Ahansal, its quadruple winner. The Marathon of the Sands is difficult. It's long with 6 stages. You can never say, I will win. You need to pace yourself, wait, be attentive, right to the finish line. Another Moroccan hopeful is El Morabiti, who is making his big comeback after his injury suffered in last year's race. My goal is to perform well and finish this marathon. Although a little shorter than usual at 224 kilometers, this 28th race is no stroll in the park. Pacing yourself and managing efforts are the 2 essential conditions to hope to finish this race under the relentless sun. The specialists of the event apply this know-how to the letter from the very first meters, with Ahansal in the lead, followed in his footsteps by the title holder, Jordanian Salameh Al-Akra, always a fearsome contestant in extreme conditions. This year, the temperature exceeds 40 degrees centigrade at the start of the race. Among the female contestants, Frenchwoman Laurence Klein sets a very fast pace. Which her direct rivals, American Megan Hicks and Englishwoman Joanna Meek seem unable to follow. But the desert has a few surprises up its sleeve.
Feeling good. Yeah, very good. Trying to enjoy a bit of the scenery as well, if that's possible.
On the menu of the first two stages, Patrick Boer has served up sand. Lots of sand, of course, but also lots of jebels to be crossed, capable of wearing down the morale and physique of the least prepared contestants.
No power today. Difficult.
These series of difficulties will very quickly make their impact on the marathon runners' minds and bodies. Many of them discover that this is not the smoothest of crossings. It's great, but it's hard. The climb, the stones, the sand. Luckily, there's a rope at the end. And all of that with the backpack. That was a third of the day. Whew.
I'm 57, so I haven't done this kind of sport before. Just normally I do some running in the Alps. But this kind of terrain, that's new for me. So far, that's a lifetime experience.
6 hours, 54 minutes, and 47 seconds is the time achieved by Mohamed Ahansal to cover the 75 kilometers. This achievement strengthens his lead over the MDS field, with only one stage to go before the final finish line. I'm happy to reach this far in great health. It's important, as I was thinking about my friend Rachid El Mourabiti, who injured himself last year. I was careful not to have the same problem. I'm happy to arrive in good form. That's the most important thing. At this stage of the marathon, the good performance of the European competitors is confirmed as 5 of them finish in the top 10.
Oggi ho fatto una partenza tranquilla.
But today I set off calmly and set a good pace. And I took over practically everyone except for the first two, who were untouchable.
Muy mal, el peor día de mi vida.
Oh, I'm not well. It's the worst day of my life. I started to feel bad from the 5th kilometer. There was too much sand. I couldn't drink a drop of water. I was so tired. It was so hard. I ran my race. I even had a difficult phase around the 30th kilometer. I then was very, very hot and had to stop a bit at the aid station. I sprinkled some water over myself and set off again. I then found it much easier to finish. It was a very difficult stage. Very difficult, lots of sand. When I started, well, my feet were very sore. I suffered, but I finished, and my objective is to finish in the top 10.
It was a long day, but it was a good day. I did what I wanted to do, so yeah, I'm happy.
In the women's field, Megan Hicks also achieves a faultless stage. This warrants a big smile.
The heat in the middle of the day was the hardest, yeah. I had to slow down the most to take care of myself when it was really hot. Yeah.
That night, however, at the finish line, a clown cries with emotion. Perhaps because he's thinking about those competitors who have to spend the night in the desert without being able to reach the bivouac.
Down, 2 to go. Hello. Hello. Bonjour.
Well, that's it. There's not much left. It's late, but I'm fine. It's magnificent here. The stars. You switch off the light. Look up at the sky. The stars are really quite beautiful.
And the night, very strange, yes, silent, and the dark is very eerie, but it's beautiful. If you can look up, it's beautiful.
I've met incredible, fantastic people. The tiredness is nothing compared to the beautiful things I've seen.
Finish this, I'll carry on.
Japanese food is always nice. You should try. Yeah.
I was just talking to my friend, Michael, and we were saying, how do you describe this to people at home? And you just can't find the words to put it together. It is brutal.
I think we'll have something to eat, and then we'll carry on. It's only maybe 21 kilometers left. So we'll try that. No. Maybe 5, maybe 5.5, maybe 6 hours. It's a long day.
I did it last year, but I can't remember it being so difficult. But I'm sure we'll all be forgotten tomorrow. In any case, it's a great race. See you later. Although the Marathon of the Sands course is paved with good intentions, it remains a genuine trial of strength, which severely tests the body. A Berber proverb says that God created the desert, then in his fury, he threw stones onto it. They may be divine stones, but they are stones nevertheless, and they make the competitors suffer cruelly in this long stage. Proof of this physical suffering is provided by the record number of visits to the mobile clinic, which is always full. And yet only 48 competitors have abandoned at this stage of the race. Once taped up, the Sand Marathon runners start the 5th and final leg, counting for the general ranking. They are all there, or almost, to complete this final 42.2-kilometer stage. Despite very tough competition, mainly from Europe, the winner of this 28th Marathon of the Sands is once again Mohamed Ahansal. Back with incredible mental strength and faultless physical preparation, the Moroccan has kept his rivals at bay throughout the whole MDS, which he wins for the 5th time. Competition was very tough, so really I was careful to manage the race right until the finish line. In second position, Salome Alacra is once again on the podium, in the company of the battling Spaniard Miguel Capo Soler in 3rd place. Among the women, representing 15% of competitors, the English speakers dominate, with American Megan Hicks in 1st place, followed by Johanna Meek and Zoe Salt.
It's a terrible race, but for some reason it all comes together as a beautiful thing.
The finishers' medals are awarded by Patrick Boer himself. And this lasts well into the night, until the very last competitor. And as it's impossible to pay tribute to all of those who wrote a new page in the history of this marathon, here's a sample of pure emotion and small personal messages at the finish line.
Regardez l'humour jusqu'au bout, tu vois? Regarde ça. Il y a un clown qui a toujours un clown. Un sourire, un bisou.